What's good, YouTube? In today's video, I want to highlight the full video of what Jason Whitlock had to say about the Tyre Nichols video being exposed. The reason why I want to come back and highlight that is because the clip that I highlighted yesterday, it was only a 40-second clip and I didn't have the full video, but Jason Whitlock took to Twitter and he had said, yo, this is the full context of the video. So let's watch this video and then let's be right back with a little bit more commentary. Here's the video.
Everyone's behaving inappropriately, including these 5 Memphis police officers. It's an open and shut case. The camera from above captures the police doing something totally illegal. The second-degree murder charges are warranted. This is going to be a revisitation of the Walter Scott, the guy that got shot on camera by a cop in the back. He got convicted, went to prison. It's an open and shut case. This is too. I don't get what people are protesting about. These are 5 black officers. The victim is black. The police chief is black. The police have been fired and charged, and they will be convicted, I would assume, by a predominantly black jury in a city that's 65% black. So the system is going to work here. The other system that's working is the corporate media's insistence on promoting racial division at the behest, in my view, of the military-industrial complex. They want us all looking at this and not looking at what they're doing in Ukraine as they drag America and the world into World War III. This is a distraction, in my opinion. CNN hyped this video like they were hyping the Super Bowl. And there's really only 60 seconds of relevant content. You show the police misconduct from overhead as they brutalize this man and make it clear this is an open and shut case and the guys are going to be convicted, and we move on. They treated this like a Super Bowl, enraging people, promoting the violence, and this is the most important story in the history of the planet. It's not. What's going on in Ukraine and our military involvement in Ukraine, that's the most important story going on in the world, but they don't want you focused on that.
That is such a good point. And you've been in the news business all your life, 35 years or something. I felt guilty putting that video on the screen, not because I was on anyone's side. I felt obviously bad about it. It was horrible. But because you don't want to put ugly things on TV and inflame passions. You want people to be reasonable and think things through and reach wise decisions. Why would news organizations, they really want to make people enraged, clearly.
They don't want us focused on reality. Hey, if they want us to devote an hour of coverage to this and weekend coverage of this, and they want to take us to a good place, I would examine the racial element of this, because there is a racial element. And this is a story about young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers. If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all times, because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion. But that's not where they want to take us. They want to take us down the path of saying, you know what, this is Tucker Carlson's fault. This is some random this is Donald Trump's fault. It's not. It's the breakdown of family and the buying in to all these left-wing things that have nothing to do with promoting family.
You've been on the show so many times, and every single time you say something I never would have thought of, including what you just said, and I appreciate it. Jason Whitlock.
Okay, so after what Jason Whitlock had to say, he was facing a lot of backlash. Ciara came out and she had responded to what Jason Whitlock had to say. She said, as a black man to get on national television and say something like this is irresponsible. A lot of amazing kids have came from single mothers. For you to also undermine single black women in the midst of this tragedy is so sad. This woman just lost her son. Do better. Jason Whitlock responded to Ciara. He said, appreciate the feedback, Ciara, but at some point, we're going to have to deal with the negative impact of baby mama culture. It's destructive, unsustainable. Come up out of the denial. Denial won't fix the problem. Thanks. So that's what Jason Whitlock had to say in response to Ciara. So I want you guys to get in the comment section now after hearing the full video in context and me highlighting Ciara's response and Jason Whitlock's response to Ciara. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. So with that being said, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to smack that thumbs up button for me if you haven't already. That helps my YouTube channel continue to grow. I appreciate you guys, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Self-Talk News. And while I have your attention already, y'all can go check out these other videos on my YouTube channel. That helps my channel continue to grow. I appreciate you guys, and we out. Peace.